I have dived in many seas and rivers across different countries, and kids have often asked me whether I believe in sea monsters. Well, I don't believe in sea monsters, but I know a boy who fought one. This story is about a boy, his hero Dharmendra, and a sea monster. And so here goes. And for that, let me take you back in time. Having grown up in the mountains, the child lived far away from the ocean. river. And unfortunately, his leg got caught in an old fishing net and he was rescued. This incident again brought back the water demon into his head, something which he had kept on the back burner for a long. His dream for swimming in the open water seemed to be a far cry. The demon was back again, until it was much more stronger than before. He was again trapped in the fear. A few years went by like this, and he was on another seaside trip. He was a young man by then. One bright morning, as he was standing and watching the Indian Ocean and its massive wild waves, something clicked him, as if in daze. He could not resist himself. He gathered his all the strength. His self convinced himself many times and finally stood on his feet and motivated himself and looked to the sea and plunged himself into the water. He gathered all his strength and decided not to allow the water monster to trouble him this time. He figured out that only way to get rid of the monster was to find it, face it, and ask it to spare him forever. So he free dived to a little depth, touched the sandy bottom, and looked around. What he felt and saw was magical. There was no monster, there was no fear. He had just fought the monster in his mind and came up victorious. He has just earned the freedom from the monster. Now he is free. That day, he spent hours in the ocean and he completely changing. With time, his quest to find the water monster took him to the profound depths into mysterious underwater worlds. While searching for it, he found himself on a journey through the magical lost worlds of the ocean from where he never wished to take a U turn. It took him time to realize that the monster was not in the water, but it existed in his head. And the only way he could tame it or win it was by facing his fears again and again till his fears gave up. So face your fears. It is the only way to win your freedom from yourself. It is the only way you can win the monster in your head. Through this life story, I wanted to tell you all what I would have missed out had the boy not made the effort to fight the monster in his head. This is also an appeal to all the adults to be responsible and narrate positive stories to little ones, as these have immense effects on their minds. Any belief that is laced with negativities, even for a greater good, if engraved in impressionable minds, may come between them and an immense sea of possibilities.